Okay, so you don't know me, but the way I would describe myself is a big, bold idiot. And some might even say retard. But you know what? I'm fine with that because I'm the most amazing of all the big, bold idiots. I'm fucking number one, like I'm their king, their emperor. But yeah, EDM tutorial. Woohoo! Okay, so like any normal human being, I started by watching some tutorials. This one in particular. I mean, guy didn't look like a big fat idiot, so I completely trusted him and did everything he asked me to do, so yeah, this part. I'll break it down for you. I've started with the drums. Then added the rhythm of the bass. Layered it. Sine-chained kicks and basses. I added beats, so like this one is just completely fucking stolen from the tutorial. And then I made this. I think, I'm not sure, but it's just two sounds with some effects. I've added some reverbs, well. And those cute little tiny whining glitches. And then the second lead. I have no idea why it's lagging so bad, but the same thing as before, deafening a saw with a sine wave and stuff like that, effects. Then I've added some synths. And that thing, it's just a random sample put in the granular synthesizer, or whatever it's called, in Serum, on which I put like 10 chroma layers and exported it because it was lagging so fucking crazy. I've also added some ear candy like those bass hits with some reverbs, some other random melodic effects, and that brass at the beginning, and some other bass layers. Here's everything we've got so far. After that I've watched some more and completely didn't get fucking bored to oblivion. I mean, the intro, that's what came out of it. I started with the bass. Quick tutorial time! Yippee! Init preset. Set the unison somewhere between 8 and 16. D-tune. Add oscillator B. Make it 1 octave higher. Set the unison between 4 and 8. D-tune. Add a sub either on octave 0 or -1. Add a low-pass filter. Add some distortion, but not too much. Set it to mono and make it glide. Either you OTT and hyper it, or it's done. And it's playing this pattern. I've added this weird alarm sound. And that lead. It's just a saw with 5 notes of reverb. Added this thingy just to have some rhythm in there. There's also this vocal. Here it is pitched up. And some arps to add a subtle melody. And yet another vocal but more melodic. Some transition effects. And of course, everything is automated. Some master volume automation, and some low passes for the synths. For the vocals, it's just a radio preset that gets faded out, some formant shifts to make it brighter, and some reverb. I've just added that lead and automated its low pass, volume, and reverb. And that's from like the second part of the drop. That intro is nearly 1 minute long, so I won't be playing the whole thing because of her goldfish attention spans. Here's a preview. I honestly just drag and dropped some pre-made drum patterns and leveled them. I've started repeating the vocals and shifting the format even further. And I added those impacts, downlifters and risers to make it more dramatic, I guess. And I cut all the intro sounds before the drop, except that lead. So yeah, after around 5 hours, I've got this. But I've played a lot of GD over the last year, so I know every good song has 2 or more drops that variate, so I couldn't just do this. So I've decided to do something on my own, actually. I started by copying everything from earlier, but I've removed some section and was left with this. And I just added some leads playing a different pattern. Also added those reverbs well from before. And this little thingy that helps it transition. For the second part I thought, yeah, I'm good enough to make some fucking hard third bass stuff, and so I've made this. Yeah, it sounds like shit, like, don't get me wrong, but just wait. Layered it. Layered it again. And again. And again. And so I was left with that. Yeah, just some leads and new basses and some different rhythm. I guess that's it. Outro is just the intro without the leads, so yeah. Oh, and some automation. Now I'll give you some tips how to make something like that. How to make fucking everything, like low passes, high passes, bridges, reverb, format,
Pitch bends.
volume, and like everything to help the transition smoothly. Don't get stuck on tutorials for too long, like from the beginning make different patterns and melodies. Just use the principles that dude talks about. It's really hard to start something. There's no perfect condition to start. Starting is the perfect condition. I mean, I've learned some sound design from it, so experiment, even with pre-made sounds from some packs. Change the wavetables, add some other effects, just make it your own and customize it. Or just make it from scratch. Oh yeah, and like the most helpful tip was from my friend who told me to try and make every section the same loudness, so someone doesn't get fucking ear-raped by your drop. I don't know why nobody talks about this. I mean, I guess that's all I can teach you. If you want me to learn something to then teach you, which is pretty fucked up, but okay, just tell me in the comments. Just tell me in the comments.